to Math Video. I am your math teacher Jeevita. Today's class will be learning about word problems, or it is also known as statement problems. And everyone feels math is difficult, especially in the statement problem, because they already know how to do addition, subtraction, but they feel very difficult to write statements. So today I will be teaching you how will you find the statement for writing the statement problem. So please carefully watch the video till the end. Okay students, now so statement problems you should never see it as a problem. Oh my god, it's some problem. No, don't see it like that. It's like a story. Okay, if you read a storybook, how you read the story? Like that you have to read the story. Okay, read the question as if it is a story. And then think what is the problem in that and how to solve that. This is the first step you have to do whenever you read the word problem. Okay, in today's class I am going to say the word problem. I am not going to write it in words like how you read in textbook. Let's see a story. Okay, a small story. This story doesn't have once upon a time all those things. Just a small incident. Okay, you have how many words here? Is 6 words. So there are 6 birds on a pole and the 2 birds flew away. Means how many birds flew away? 2 birds flew away. So how many birds are remaining here? Okay, so the number is getting less, that is subtracted. So you know, please minus how many birds are flying, you subtract, you get the answer. Now can you guess the statement of it? So the number of birds sitting. What is the 6 representing? Number of birds sitting in the beginning. So you write number of birds sitting on the pole. Number of birds sitting. Okay, let us write forward. Number of birds sitting. Next, what is this 2 telling? The 2 is telling how many birds flew away. So 2 is nothing but number of birds that flew away. So now what am I finding? Number of remaining birds. That will be my statement, last statement. Number of birds remaining. So that will be my statement, that is 4. So this was subtraction. You know how to do subtraction and addition. The only thing is statement children. For any problem, you should just see how will you find the statement. For that, you should see what is the number representing in that question. In the example, I took very small numbers because you should understand. In the class of part, you have a very large number. But let it be a small number or let it be a big number. It doesn't matter at all children. The only important thing is what that number tells you. That is what is very important. Okay children. Now let's come for a very important part in the word problem. So now you saw the number is increasing, number is decreasing, but it was small number, so you can identify easily. What if you have a very big number? That time you can't keep on thinking whether it is increasing or decreasing. So I'll tell you some keywords for finding whether it is addition problem or subtraction problem. For subtraction also you have some keywords to find the problem is for subtraction. Those are, first word, difference. Difference. Lesser than. Remaining. Left. If you see all these words, you have some more. If you see all these words, then it means it's definitely a subtraction problem. So you understand we should do subtraction in that. So now we have finished the explanation part for the statement problem. Now let's go for the classwork part. So I want you all to take your classwork book along with your textbook also and all the geometrical material you need. So let's continue our class part, children. You can also refer the class textbook, page number 108. So we are doing the same exercise 3.1, third mean. Children, see, even if I have place here, I left those and I went for a new page so that one problem can be written in one complete page. So even you open a new page and copy the heading, same as in the textbook, and I have also copied the question, first one in the textbook. You can copy the question from the textbook, and I am going to read the question now. Children, I told you, so you should see this like a story. Think, Manish traveled a distance of 14,875 kilometers. The number is not important now. What is that important? Manish has travelled some distance. In that, he travelled distance of 8,250 by car. In 14,000, he travelled 8,000 something in car and remaining in train. Find the distance travelled by the train. So you can see that we are finding the leftover distance. He has covered only half of the distance here. Remaining distance we have to find. So remaining, that means subtraction, the keyword remaining. So let's start writing it. Leave one line and write answer. So first, what did I tell you? Check the number and see what is that number telling you. What is this first number telling me? It's the total distance he covered. So I'll write the first statement as total distance covered. We can write a big statement also, but let it be short and sweet. What is the distance he covered? 14,875. Leave gap like this and write. What is the next number here? 8,250. What is this telling? Distance travelled by car. So that the number is telling that how much distance he travelled in a car. So you write distance travelled by car. So practice writing from right side here. So you can see we have unknown number, that is 0. And what you are supposed to find? The distance remaining, or you can also say distance travelled by train. So the question says find the distance travelled by train. So let us write the same. The distance travelled by train. The distance travelled by train. So we are doing subtraction. Write the minus sign and subtract now. This is a 0 property. Any number subtracted from 0 is the same number. 7 minus 5 is 2. 8 minus 2 is 6. This I cannot subtract. So I should borrow. Now count. After 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 6 is the answer. 0 minus 0 is 0. So how much distance did he travel in train? 6,625 kilometers or centimeters. That is also very important, children. It is kilometers he travelled in train. So that we will write here in the last. Next we will go for the second question. We will write it in a new page, children. So you can also go to a new fresh page and copy the second question neatly from the textbook, and I'll read the question now. You can pause the camera, complete the question and then come back to the camera part. Don't think I'll leave 3 lines afterwards, let me complete it. Children, my handwriting is different, your handwriting is different. Each handwriting are different. So I may take 3 lines, you may take more than that also. So first write the question and then come back, okay? Now let's read the question. John and Shashwat had 5,000 rupees. They together had 5,000 rupees. Okay, it's like a story. I'm telling you a story. John and Shashwat is having 5,000 rupees. They went to shopping and they spent 1220 on clothes, to buy clothes, and 850 on festival items. For festival you will buy fruits, flowers. On that items they spent 850 rupees. Find how much money is remaining with them. So what should I do? I should subtract 850 also, 1220 also in this number. Then I will get my answer. But children, once I should subtract this with this, afterwards get the remaining amount, then subtract the next number. That is really big process. So what I will teach you is, whatever items they are purchasing, let me take total amount they have spent on all the items, clothes, festival items, all together how much they spent. I'll take that answer first. Okay, so let me write. First I will add this 2, that is 1220. What is the 1220 telling? The cost means rupees it is written, no? So you should not write number of, we will write cost of clothing or cost spent on clothing. So write cost spent on clothing, that is 1220. Same statement, cost spent on festival item. The next one is they took festival items, that is 850. So first let me get total amount they spent, and I will take the total amount to subtract with the amount they had. Okay, total amount they spent. So what will be my answer? 1670. Now what should I do? Subtract this amount with the amount they had. Okay, so amount they had already. Amount they had is 5000 rupees. Now children, how much they spent? Amount they spent is 1670. Now let's subtract and find the amount remaining with them. That is what is in the question. I told you all the statements will be in the question only, children. How much money is remaining with them? So instead of writing money, we should write amount. Okay, the amount remaining with them, that will be my last statement. Amount remaining can also be written in the short, will be equals to, subtract this, you know how to borrow now. So this becomes 10. When this gives 1 to it, it becomes 9. This already gave 1 to it, so it becomes 4. So my answer is 10 minus 7, 3. 9 minus 6, 3. 4 minus 1, 3. So what is the amount they are left with? 3330. Write rupee symbol. So is this clear, children? Now let's go for the next one. I want you to try the third and fourth problem. I will be discussing with you in the interactive classes. We will go for next fifth question, children. Find the difference. They have given the minuend, they have given the subtractant. What do you mean by minuend? It's the first number on the top you should write. So write that minuend first. Subtracted means second number. So let's write subtracted second number. And you should find the difference, means you should subtract. Subtract these numbers and get the answer. 6 minus 3, 3. 7 is smaller than 8. So I should borrow from my neighbor. So 17 minus 8 is 9. 7 minus 0 is 7. 9 minus 6 is 3. So this is the answer, difference of the first one. Second one is the similar one. I want you to try it out. Now next go for the sixth question. Find the numbers. Find the number. First one. 800 lesser than I told you when you get this lesser than, it means subtraction. It's a keyword for subtraction. So let's subtract and find the number. So number which is lesser than 800, lesser than this will be, let's check. First you should write the bigger number on the top, next smaller number down. And when you subtract, what is the number you get? 6 minus 0, 6. 5 minus 0, 5. 8 minus 8, 0. 6 minus nothing here means 6 only. So, number lesser than 800 lesser than 6856 is 6056. I show you one more sum of the types. Second one. 625 less than 1225. Big number on the top, small number on the bottom. Subtract. 5 minus 5, 0. 2 minus 2, 0. This I can't subtract because 2 is smaller than 6. So it will take borrow. Now 6 minus 12 minus 6 is 6 only. So this is my answer. You should write here 600. So now the two sums I want you to try it out and check the answer and tell me in the interactive class. We have finished lesson number 3 also, children. I want you to complete the books. Please don't keep any page incomplete. That will be affecting your marks. Let's see you in the next video. Thank you.